any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Yukon Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So UMass's offense will get first crack at it today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Here we go. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Let's talk for just a second about UMass. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Hairston. Safe completion on the screen.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
UMass lines up with a first and goal. They want to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. This time he's got his man. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Minutemen! Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hussein. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hussein. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Weeks. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Defense going all in to stop the run.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The UMass offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a first and 10. Looking to pass, it's Hairston. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UMass! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ferguson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Dropping back, it's Weeks. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go! Let's go!
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Houston. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, UMass! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead. They have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Weeks. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Houston. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Massey. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. Line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one.
Lots of room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, UConn! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
UConn going back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ferguson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Wants to keep it in the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. UConn will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
22.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Using his legs, it's good. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Minutemen come to the line on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Massey. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just
breaks into the open. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in, it's Ferguson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain, needed about 3 more on that one. UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Here we go, here we go.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get... It's a penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. UMass will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Weeks. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Rush is on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The UMass offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmaker.
Gets loose in the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minutemen. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Weeks. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hussein. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Under fire. Flips it out on the screen. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down.
Base 27. Okay, great.
The offense changing the play. Trying play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. UMass has a long, long way to go here on third down. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling. Fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
Let's go. Let's go.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He wants it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario.
Turning it on! Ripping through the defense. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these 2 rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
Well, and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.